That's got it. Oh dear, this is poor connection. If I move it slightly, it gets a better connection. Let's just unplug it and see if it gets a better connection. Try to put the camera off. So you get a better signal. Oh. Hello. Right. Okay. Ugh. So the better signal is over here. Just slightly. I get a much better signal. Turn notifications off. What was I doing? You can hear me. Good. Is the video running okay? It's not jumping or stuttering or anything. Sorry, seat tape. What, yes it's stuttering or yes it's okay? Need a bit more than that. Good. Let's wait for people to join. Somebody's already watching, I don't know who it is. Doesn't tell me. Come on, have I got another glove in bottom of here? No, apparently I've got packets of silica gel though. One glove. What did you order for dinner, Tony? Oh, I need to make you admin, don't I? Because it doesn't look like it has done. How do I do that? Nope. 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 There's always a delay. How can I make somebody admin? Hi Aidan. Cheers mate. You alright Aidan? Not seen you around for a while. What was I doing? How do I get on? How do I get on? Tony, when you're typing on the chat box, does your name come up blue with a spanner at the side of it? No, it doesn't. Oh well, we'll see what happens. So if I click on Aiden, what can I do? Oh, that turns the camera around. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Hi Marianne, you alright? How do I? Don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay, cheers, Tom. Seems weird seeing my own name come up on the screen, but you know. Anyway, let's crack on. How are you? Oh, we got Aiden, Mary, and the person talking as me, by the way, is my partner Tony. She's meant to be adminning, but it's not giving her the spanner. Try going on to the other Google, Tony. Try coming on as Conversation Shed. See if that does the trick. Don't know how long this live stream is going to be, because obviously I'm down in the shed. It's pitch black outside. Yes, sign in as the shed. It's pitch black outside. I've had the lights and the radio on all day because I've been on the plot since about 11 o'clock. So I'm knackered, to be honest. I don't have any decent plant labels down here. I'm sure I brought them down. I wonder if they're still in the car. Chat amongst yourselves, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I'm right back. Idaho Guided Girl. Chris, how you doing? Sorry, had to nip to the car. Oh, I'd left my plant labels in the car. How is everybody? Hopefully the stream will hold up. Depends how many people join. We'll see. We'll see. A fair bit to be doing today. I'm not going to be sowing them because they're direct sow. Ooh, look what's come up in my stack of sowing today. Tomatoes! Tomatoes! So we got them. 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 And these freebies, well, not freebies, but trial price ones. I'm not going to show that one. Hi Scott. I'm going to show that one if Thomas from London Worms and Gardens joins. I'm just going to sow some seeds, Marianne, and obviously I'll answer any questions anybody's got, but I've literally... Am I on Jane Kelly's allotment? Me? Yes. I believe. Yes. Yes, I am. Wow. Hi guys, it's filling up out there. Tony's back on. Conversation Shed account is my partner. She's going to be adminning. Not too sure how to give other people admin. I'd like Forking to be made admin. Marianne if she wants it, but we'll cross that bridge if we need to, because whose was I on last night? Nick's stream, and the trolls were out in force last night. Oh, Forking. I do love it when people spell it wrong, Firkin allotments. It makes me chuckle. Firkin. Or am I thinking of a Merkin? I might be thinking of a Merkin. I think I am thinking of a Merkin. Oh man, sorry. I've been down here since. Oh God, when did I leave home? About 11 o'clock. I left home. Painted the shed. I've repaired the fence, so the fence is almost all back up. Oh, I amuse myself. So the fence is almost all back up. I've got all the posts back in. I've got all the horizontal beams back in. I'll have to come down to. I think I'm going to have a day off tomorrow and come down on Monday and put the lats on. That's the fence repaired, so that'll be the chickens happy again. Do you know Jane going live as well? How very dare she? Nah, I kid. Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, if this one's quiet, then might shut it down and go and invade hers, eh? We'll all go join that one, and but we'll see how things go. Have you all had some of this nice weather? It's been all right here. Oh, I wanted to put some vermiculite in that. Oh well. Have you all been enjoying this nice weather, or have you all had crappy weather? I know Chris from Forking, you should have had some decent weather. Hopefully you've not been dragged away to work. I'm happy with 8 of you. There's 8 of you out there. You've done tomatoes and courgettes, Scott. I got some tomatoes going in today. I don't do courgettes. I do. I'm just going to sow some giant sunflowers for Nick's sunflower challenge, which I believe he said on his stream he will be announcing that in his next video. I think he said he's going to be announcing his or that he's hosting the sunflower challenge again this year with Muddy Boots, and who else said they were doing it? Well, it was a really busy stream. The stream was great, but you know when you've got sort of, I think you had 20 odd people in, which is great, but nobody could talk. It's good to see you've had the nice weather as well. I did tumbling tomatoes last year, and I've got to say, we found the flavour lacking. I don't know whether it was just something I did, but they were just on special offer in the garden centre, literally already made up. So I bought them, and yeah, we weren't overly impressed with them, to be honest. So what am I supposed to do with that? Oh, what is that? Is it a crayon? Doesn't seem to leave a mark on anything. A knife, yes. Well, you can keep your rain, Caroline. I don't want to get rained off. I need it to stay dry tonight, really, because I want to put the, or at least for the next couple of days, because I want to put the shed felt on. In fact, if it's going to rain tomorrow night, I'm going to have to come and put that on tomorrow. I was hoping to have a day off. Lettuce I'm doing. Yeah, but you're not over here, are you? So you have nicer weather than us. God, that pencil's crap as well. Nothing's going to plan. Shallots, spring onions, white onions. Yeah, I've got them in. Runner beans. Is it time for runner beans? Is it? I better start mine. I've got runner beans to do. I didn't think it was time for runner beans yet. I don't know, they're saved seeds, so are mine, so I honestly don't know. Something just to stick in these last two cells. What shall I put in these last two cells? Can somebody tell me, has anybody... Okay, yeah, runner beans. Is it time for runner beans? Has anybody tried that? Is it very mustardy? Because if it's very mustardy, I don't want it, because the kids won't eat it. But if it's quite mild, then I'll have it. I'll plant it. Oh. I want something to fill this tray up with. Oh, I'm just going to leave it. It's only 2 modules. Just going to leave it. Put one in each basket. Plan to put basil in. So I'm not too impressed as there's on Windows Ledge. You've put your potatoes. Scott, whereabouts are you? You've put your potatoes in now, have you? I've got mine are still chitting in the greenhouse. Put my beetroot in. All right, I'll put some beetroot in. We'll do that now. This is going to annoy me. I'm going to have to change it. We will do that now. put some vermiculite into this compost. Apologies if that noise is right in your ears. It's too wet here to be putting potatoes out, they'll just rot. Especially in my soil with it being quite clayey. It's they wouldn't last. Hot slugs would get them. One of the two. One of the two. There we go, that's a bit better. Ah, you're on about, oh right, potatoes in containers. Yeah, I might start some, put them in the polytunnel, I don't know yet. I'm in no rush for them. Got plenty of room. And they'll always catch up. Only thing sort of I think you benefit from if you put them in, not really early because this isn't really early, but I think you benefit if you get them in early-ish, then ooh, that's a lot of seeds. Then you stand a better chance of avoiding blight, because of course they'll be out before blight is upon us. So yeah, it's not a bad thing to put them in early, but I do agree with putting them in containers. A much easier time with my beetroot in containers. Not beetroot. Do you know, my head's going to be all over the place tonight. Potatoes. Potato. I have a much better time with it in containers than I do with it in the ground, especially with my back. Lifting them is so much easier. Aldi green baskets. What do you do? Nick all the shopping baskets, dear Scott? Hiya Sam, how you doing? Hey Charlie. Beetroot. Bolt Hardy. I've used Bolt Hardy for 2 years, and it's pretty bulletproof. It's pretty damn bulletproof, and obviously, as the name suggests, it is bolt resistant. So, winner winner. Ah, this was my concern. This was my concern. Am I back? I think I'm back. Just a flying visit. You alright, mate? I am going to put the kettle on in a minute. Tell you something I am sewing. Just to wind you up, Thomas. It's going in. Bored of waiting. Oh. Kettle, yes. What a spiffing idea. Spiffing idea it is. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Where's me funnel? There it is. Charlotte, you know the answer to that. Did Mum tell you to ask that, Charlie? I bet she did, didn't she? I bet they'll look nice on a salad, them, Thomas, if those that golden variety, because not a lot of people know, although you probably do. You know, been doing this a lot longer than I have. That you can eat your beetroot tops like spinach, and they make quite nice salad greens as well. Apparently, I'm gonna try them this year. I think if you take them like a spinach, not a spinach, like a cut them again, where you just take a couple of leaves, then they don't really suffer from losing a leaf or two. Apparently, it tastes quite a lot. It's similar to spinach. There you go. That's some beetroot in. Done. What have I done? 24. 24. What was I doing? Oh yeah, label it. This is where I'm eat something like that. I'd rather eat. I'm right with you on that. It's Mrs. Shed that eats all the beetroot. I'll send you a recipe. I turn it into a beetroot ketchup. It's kind of like a smooth chutney, really. Because Mrs. Shed can't have tomatoes. She's one of the people who is intolerant to nightshade. So yeah, that one, it's cracking. It was sent to me by somebody. I don't know who. They've never told me. But I have since found them on eBay for about a tenner. Definitely well worth a purchase. Definitely well worth a purchase. Up next, doing quite a lot of these. When do you sow your Swedes? Can't remember. Are we getting close to Swede time? Really want to get some Swedes in. I don't know when you sow them. So I don't know if they're like kohlrabi and like to be sown a particular time of year because of temperature sensitivity. 1 second, folks. I'm just going to prep my coffee. May. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Yeah, if Sam, if you put in Wilson's Way garden seed organiser, it's about a tenner. But yeah, I'm just going to do, my Swede is just standard Joan variety, so but it's from real seed, so the instructions have kind of faded because they're not a new seed, so I need to sow plenty when I do sow them. This plot I've been on for 2 years. I've had an allotment for 4 years, but I've always liked to grow things. It's always something that I've enjoyed doing. Charlotte, I'm sowing us turnips now. What's a snowball? Turnip. Sorry, let me just go back over because I know I'm missing things. Seed organizer, Swede sown. I might put some Swede in and see what happens. If I can find it. I don't know where I put them. I might have put them in maize. No, second sowing of broccoli, corn. I don't know where I've put them. I've put them in June. Yeah, so this one says May or June. That's the Swede that I'm doing. Sam, it would be if I was drinking tea. It always would be if I was drinking tea. It's always Yorkshire tea, no matter where I am in country. When we lived in Manchester, we used to get short Yorkshire tea. When I used to go home to see my mum, it's always Yorkshire tea. Even Mrs. being a southerner says that Yorkshire tea is best. You've been on your site for 16 years. Wow. For all those of you in this chat, by the way, Charlotte Pico Brennan is my eldest. It's Charlotte. You have seen her in the videos. She did the potato video. Everyone say hi. God, Swede are tiny. No! Not Swede. Turnip. Are you just? I think we've had this discussion before, Mary. Are you a back garden allotment, or are you? Can't remember. My memory's terrible. I didn't say you were old. Who said Sam was old? Stop being mean. Oof. Well, I'm going to have some volunteer turnips in something. It's one of the reasons I used to enjoy your videos, Thomas, was you're the same as me, the kids are involved. Wow, 14 of you. Hi everyone. Thomas, yeah, I mean, mate, my my seeds actually did used to be in. Where put it? All my seeds used to be in this. Which actually, if anybody's interested, I'm going to give away. It's a Bergen, it is used. It's a Bergen and Ball seed organizer. And there's some seeds in it. And I've made a slight adjustment and I put a couple of hinges on the back. But I'm going to give this away. This is going to be in the next giveaway. Oh. I don't know when it's going to be. You know. I've been really lax recently, I do apologise. I meant to do a giveaway at 500 and never managed to get round to it. Life gets in the way sometimes. You're 36, I thought you were a lot younger than me, mate. I'm 37. So we're all repping the 30s today, aren't we? Oh, is Ray in? I didn't see you come in. Hi, Ray. So what day are we on? We're Saturday. As the woman you feel, as I say. But you're only as old as you feel, Mary. What did I just sow? Turnips. And I'm going to do another turnip. Yeah, I can't decide, Chris. I might wait until 1,000 now. Whatever point the channel's at, it's not going to be a case of how many subscribers. But when the chili peppers are a little bit older... Are you an at-home grower, or Caroline, or are you just somebody who enjoys watching gardening? Oh no, I don't want to do that. What was I saying? What was I saying? Wasted on young people, you're quite right. Also, is somebody saying they've got one of these blue seed organizer things? No. Right, yes, sorry. Trying to stay on track is difficult sometimes. I think I'm going to do a giveaway, and I'm going to give away the seed organizer, the seeds that are in it, some spare seeds that were provided by Grow Seed. The discount code is still live, by the way, guys. I'm going to give away if I ever get round to getting them designed, a conversation shed hat. The seed organisers. Did you miss it, Ray? Well, tough. You will. No, I'm kidding. This one. Oh, this one. They say it is used, but it's only going to go to waste, so I might as well give it to somebody. And who better than you guys? I know it's going to get used then. And then included also is going to be a chili plant of your choosing from my collection. So, but there's no guarantee the chili plant will arrive in one in one piece, but we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a shot, see what happens, eh? Hey Davey, you're alright, mate? I understand you finally got round to getting to see Mick today. He slung me a message this afternoon. You didn't really miss the start. We've just been having a chat, really. There's not much been going on. I've just made a coffee, and I've sown. What have we sown so far? 24 beetroot, 24 turnips, and 10 giant sunflowers. So that's all we've been up to. Sam, yes please, that is a valid point. Guys, don't forget to sub to each other's channels. As you guys know, my big ethos is let's try and work together, not against one another. There's no need for it. You know, you've got all the big boys out there who won't help the little guys and who complain about the little guys stealing their ideas when, quite frankly, they didn't. Ray, do I need to protect these sunflowers at all, or will they be alright? Ah, you met the little whirling dervish that is Leia, did you? She's a superstar, she is. No sugar. What were we saying? What were we saying? Yes. Do please subscribe to other people's channels. Let's work together, not against one another. What else? What else? What else were we saying? Giveaway, yeah. Oh, and there's going to be a little contribution from Mally as well, from the Scale Model Club. He's going to contribute a completed model. Some of you may like that, some of you may not. So he's going to contribute a completed model to the prize pot, which I thought was nice. What am I doing next? Has Thomas gone? Has London Worms and Gardens gone? I'm going to wind him up a bit more about Basil. Pick your own farm for sunflowers. That's a bit different, isn't it? Or were you there picking strawberries and you nicked some sunflowers? Next one up is that one. I love it, yeah, we'd all like a bit of that, wouldn't we? Hi Deadly. No, it's going to be something like a Spitfire or something like that. One of his scale models. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, we're going to try and give something away from every aspect of the channel. As the channel grows, so shall the prize pot. Because coming up this year, we have some, hopefully, I know I keep saying this, but hopefully we will have some other contributors joining us this year. We'll see. Celery. This is going really quickly. I didn't do celery last year. Did it the year before, and it never really came to anything. But I'm a lot more prepared for it this year. Soil's a lot better. And all that stuff. So I'm because at the end of the day, once you pull it, it doesn't keep. Unfortunately, it doesn't keep very well. And besides which, if I need some, there's loads of other growers on Allotment. My dad didn't kill celery. Well, maybe he did. Oh, tell you, I'm just gonna have a breather. I am jiggered. So yeah, there won't be a video tomorrow, guys. There's just going to be this live stream, and then I'm going to do a normal Wednesday video. I ache today. Hi Allotment Life, you alright? Celery should be a me. Oh dear. Oh dear. That is my seeds on the back wall, Ray. That is my seeds. I don't grow a lot of variation. I grow a lot of I grow a lot of what we eat. So, and I try to, I mean, nothing against people that have lots of seeds. I used to have lots of seeds, but I try to give away. If I'm not going to grow it, I give it away. Part of a good gravy, Ray. What's part of a good gravy? Oh, celery. Yes, it is. You're right. A nice mirepoix vegetable. Celery, carrot, and onion. The base of every good stock. And every good soup, really. And nearly every Italian dish. So I keep asking this, and I think I keep missing it. Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't have a problem with water retention in my soil. I do have a problem with getting my ass down here and doing watering during the 2 weeks of summer we do get. But generally I don't have a problem. Am I going to divide this one? Yes, I'll divide this one over some little gem. So going in next, I'm going to put 6 modules of little gem and some Market More cucumbers. Yes, Davey, you're right. Sciatica for, oh sorry, yeah, doctor's bang on there. It's low, what is it? Low impact exercise they call it. 4, 5. Problem is, the swimming pool's round by me. I don't know if it's the same round by you. You have like 2 meters worth of space for swimming, you know, a full length, but it's 2 meters wide, and then everything else is generally given up to either schools or swimming lessons or sports, and you can't actually go and spend any decent length of time just going up and down and up and down. I can't do that for any length of time. It's just not fun. Privet Hedge, how you doing, mate? Or should I say Aaron? All right, I'm gonna have to, let me just get these, I'm gonna have to go back over, because I'm missing comments here. We'll put it in, no, that way. Because I'm missing comments, clearly. Let me just, are you away, Sam? I'll see you later. Sam, I'll see you later, mate. Always a pleasure. Let me just go back over some of these messages. Grow what you need. Yeah. Love celery, but wet soil. Yeah, wet soil. Must be, seen a new doctor. Yeah. Summer has to come. Yeah, Ray. What we got? Has anyone grown rice tomato or Voyager tomato? No, I've not heard of those, Deadly. Not started cucumber yet, later this month for me. Yeah, to be honest, Ray, when it comes to the cucumbers, I'm just sticking them in. We weren't actually going to grow any, but Grow Seed gave me these seeds, so we're going to put them in. They're Market More now. If I remember rightly, Market More grows outside, or can grow outside. I'm not doing gherkins this year. I normally do, but I'm not doing them this year. Mary, it's not really the proper time for cucumbers. If I wasn't doing this now, I would probably wait until the end of the month. Sam's gone. Allotment likes doing its cucumbers. Caroline Gray, when they say cukes, they just mean cucumbers. See you later, Thomas. I'll see you later. I'm going to put some basil in now. Look. Basil. Basil! No, I'm not doing it now. I'm putting some little gem lettuce in now. Chinese slangen. Are Chinese slangen the red ones? The red cucumbers? I believe Tony grew some Chinese red cucumbers last year. He never expected them to actually come to anything, but they did. What have I got here? Lettuce. Little gem. See if we can get some early lettuce going on. Well, Ray, start by narrowing it down. By are you going to grow them? Let me just shut this door. Wind's getting up. Start by saying, Ray, when it comes to your cucumbers, are you going to grow them inside or outside? And are you one of the people that suffers with burping when you eat your cucumbers or not? Right, you're doing polytunnel cucumbers. I would do the absolute best tasting cucumber I've ever grown. Now it depends if you're going to be able to get some, but if you go to Real Seed, I know you know who they are. If you go to Real Seed, they do a variety. It's a rare variety called Tamara, and they are amazing cucumbers, but the seeds are extremely rare. Apparently it's very close to the original cucumber. I was lucky to get some, get one packet 3 years ago. Unfortunately, last year it cross-pollinated, so I wasn't able to save any seeds this last year, which I was gutted about because it was the only. But honestly, when it comes to cucumbers, and it sounds silly, but when it comes to cucumbers, they tasted amazing. Did those Tamaras? Hiya Thrifty, you alright mate? Marianne, you were having trouble with peppers germinating. What have you done with that tray that didn't germinate? Have you scrapped them now, or have they finally started to show their face? What have you decided to do? I forgot to bring my pepper seeds down actually. I brought some. Whose live stream? Forking, was it me and you that was in a live stream? And there was a lady saying that she grew, or she's growing diamond peppers from Premier Seeds, sweet peppers. And I thought they sounded really nice, so I'm doing them this year, but I forgot to pick them up and bring them down. Market More is pretty prolific, that's why I'm not too bothered if half of them die off. Lack of water. Yeah, cucumbers really do always want to be in the ground. They're such heavy drinkers. That's not a bad idea that, Mary. There's nothing wrong with the compost they're in. Allotment life, you are spot on. It's one thing that you remember, Caroline, when we first spoke months, feels like ages ago, doesn't it now? And I said to you, you need to get some heat on your chili and your pepper seeds, and it worked. I'm growing both, David. I'm doing Swede, or for any Americans that are in here, you call them rutabangas or ratabangas. It was in your live, yes. I ordered some. They arrived, and Grow Seed sent me some beef steak F1 seeds as well, and they're going to be my 1 seed challenge, but I've forgotten to bring them. I forgot to pick them up this morning. I was in a bit of a rush. I've got this tray prepped and I don't know what I'm going to sow now. What am I sowing? Shall I start on the tomatoes? Let's start on the tomatoes. So the first tomato that's going in is Thompson & Morgan's trial of Sweet Baby. Hopefully it'll reconnect. We've been talking about you, Nick. I've just sown my sunflowers, because you reminded me on your live chat last night. Have you spoken to Jerry, have you, Chris? He's a really nice fella, really nice fella. Deserves the support. So please do make sure you give him a shout out, and by all means give your subscribers access to the Convo Shed. The Convo Shed discount code, 5% off. And I've got to say, the onion sets that I got from him were immaculate. I think from an entire net of 1 kilo of onion sets, there was one that was too knackered to sow. Well, I thought this packet felt empty. Well, we shan't be sowing any Sweet Baby, Thompson & Morgan, because it's empty. There's nothing in there, absolutely nothing. They're not stuck down in a corner, so we're not sowing any of them. I'll drop them a message. Tomato Sweet Baby. Is there another foil packet in there? No, completely empty. Completely empty. So I'll drop them a message. So yes, Nick, I'm going to be doing the sunflower challenge with you guys. Hope that's okay. Kind of just barge my way into that one. Ah, dear me. So let's try again to sow some tomatoes. Sun Gold, I believe these are a firm favourite of a lot of people. I'm hoping there's 10 seeds. Sun Gold F1. Apparently these things are absolutely amazing, so I'm only going to sow 3, and then I'm going to do what is they call it, consecutive sowing. Tell you, like I say, forgive me, I am knackered. What's the rules of the challenge, Nick? Is it just grow a sunflower? Do we have to send you pictures or anything? My Sun Gold was tiny. Well, we shall see. There's doing lots of tomatoes this year, so these are just what I'm sowing now. I actually am doing, I think, about 7 or 8 different varieties. There's more seeds in there than there should be. I might do 6. Yes, I am going to do 6. Successional sowing, that's it. So you were down on your allotment today, Chris. What have you been up to, mate? Have you been some more beds, or have you been doing some sowing, or have you been doing some recording? I'll say again, guys, don't forget to like each other's channels, subscribe to each other's channels. Give me a thumbs up, will you? You know, everybody hit that like button for me. That would be great. If anybody's in the live stream that isn't subscribed, please subscribe. Although I'm assuming you all are, but please, if you're not, I'd lose my head if it wasn't screwed on. Lost my marker now. Where have I put it? Is it in my pocket? It's in my pocket. Is Marinade good for outside. Got some for seed swap. Marinade? What marinade? Tikka marinade? I have very mixed feelings on digging for dinner at the moment, Caroline. Viv's is a good channel, and Blue Star Dave is a good channel. Nick. Everybody that's in this live now is a really good channel, Caroline. I really strongly suggest you watch them. Jane Kelly's good, yeah. So guys, please hit that thumbs up button. What am I doing? Can sunflowers, when potted, go in cold poly or staying warm? It depends how big they are. I think Nick is probably better answering that one. I'm a bit squiffy. I'm not right good at sunflowers, to be honest. I just play at flowers. I'm not very good at them. Ray. Sorry, mate. Tony C. Smith, he's good. Put some bark down on the path. Oh, this is what you've been up to. Dug over some of my ground beds. Cool. Ray, I love Ray's channel. I do. I honestly do. Because you like me, Ray. You waffle on, don't you? We get stuff done, but we don't half beat around the bush sometimes. Don't we? I would say with sunflowers, I believe Ray has answered, or somebody or Nick's answered, but I would say with sunflowers, if you can, keep them in, because nobody really knows what the weather's going to do. But if you do need to put them out, then yeah, well, try and keep them warm in a greenhouse. Fleece them if you need to. Put propagator top over them if they need to go outside. Things like that. No, Marianne, don't feel sorry for apologising, love. Everybody should be sharing away in the comments, in the chat. I do not mind at all. Like I said, I'm all for working together, not against each other. So please share your channels, put links to your channels on my videos in the comments, in my Facebook group, on my Twitter feed, on my Instagrams. It's fine. It honestly really is fine. So next up is going to be some Sweet Million. Thing is, I don't want to talk bad of the guy, Caroline, but he's well, I'll just be blunt. Recently, he just seems to be always on the beg. He does, and it puts me right off. Another one from Thompson and Morgan. How many seeds are supposed to be in here? Oh, right, okay, average 6. Wow. Glad I didn't pay full price for these. I don't even think there's 6 in there. Oh, no, there's my 6th one. Apologies, guys. I don't know. Using Streamlabs, I don't know how to make people moderator. My partner Tony is logged in on YouTube, so if somebody wants to tell people how to make, tell her how to make you an admin, as far as I'm concerned, everybody that's currently active in chat now can be an admin to share whatever they want. So if somebody would like to tell Tony how to do that, then by all means, that is fine by me. Have I just disconnected again? So what did I just sow? Sweet million. I would do, yeah, if I wasn't doing a bit of a laugh for a competition of growing large sunflowers, I certainly wouldn't be starting them now. I should have said that earlier, really, shouldn't I? That would have made more sense. There we go. Like I say, until I reach 1,000 subs, I can't host a live stream through YouTube. I have to do it through Streamlabs, and it limits what I can actually do. But if Tony could do that for me, I don't even know if she's still paying attention. She could have fallen asleep. Right, Caroline said, I'm trying to be very political here because, like I said, I don't want to speak ill of anybody. But right, taking one of his more recent videos, he started his video by saying, "Oh no, I'm gonna have to walk to the plot. My car's broken down." You know, why not just say, you know, just start your video on the plot, and then, you know, just prior to that, my van's broken down, I can't do this, that and other, give me, you know, if you want to give me donations, there's a link in the description. But then he goes out and buys a £700, £800 husky puppy. So it just rubs me up the wrong way. I'm assuming she's managed to make people mods. I don't know. It doesn't even show me. Cheers, Mary. Aaron, you must know who we're talking about. You must. Thing is, when he does gardening videos, they're good. They are good. And he is, for the most part, a lovely, lovely bloke. Little bit odd sometimes. Like, I asked him, 9-10 months ago, could I link to one of his videos, you know, just in a card up in the corner, because I just wanted to mention that he had covered something really well. It doesn't show me on Streamlabs, Nick. And he messaged me back saying no, because I got a copyright strike recently and I don't want another one. So I said, all right. You know, I just said, all right, whatever. I just thought, you know, you just seem to have made something up, so I didn't bother in the end. That's why you didn't get a Christmas shout out as well, because I've loved his content for ages, but in the last 6 to 8 months, I've just give it a miss. I just give it a miss. Yes, David. A moderator is like a headmaster. Wow, 15 of us in here. Hi guys, hi everybody. This is going swimmingly well tonight. Guys, remind me, because I'm having a complete brain fart. These are what's going in next. I'm going to be doing quite a few of these. They're a cordon variety, which means that I don't take out the growing tips. They are generally a bush. Is that right? Oh, Aaron, I love you too. Just to think, mate, how we initially met. No, Chris, he never will. He never will. He'll give you a shout out if you pay him. And I just, can you tell me who it is in sign language? Ah, cordons are indeterminate. I thought they were. That's fine. That's fine. That's what I normally do. For some reason, I thought that cordons were the one that you let do their own thing. The bush variety. Oh, Aaron, you know you love me, really. Right, to put you out your misery, Aaron, who are we talking about? We're talking about Joe Mills digging for dinner. It's his growing content really good, but recently it's not been really growing anything. It's all been woe is me. But let's move on. Have you ever grown Surfinia? That sounds like a flower. Generally don't do flowers. The only flowers that are on the allotment for me are saffron, or crocus saffron, and the sunflowers. And I only grow the sunflowers really for the chickens. The chickens enjoy having the sunflowers heads to peck at, and I enjoy that it makes the eggs really nice and rich. But the chickens should be happy again soon. As of next week, they'll be able to come out again, because I say I've repaired the fence today, so I'll probably come down on Monday. I think I'll take the day off from the plot tomorrow. I'll come down Monday and I'll put all the lats on the fence. Right, your way, mate. It's been lovely. I shall see you later. It's alright, Aaron, don't worry about it. Surfinia is short, bushy petunia. No, say I don't really do flowers. Roma. The only flowers I'm doing, I do nasturtiums for caper berries. I do marigolds for companion planting. I do sunflowers for the chickens. I do saffron crocuses for saffron. I do, and that's pretty much it. However, this year I am doing some cornflower seeds. Some cornflower. It might just be cornflower. No, there is another one. Pom-pom marigold, which I believe is African marigold. And they're just for companion planting. say it tends to be companion planting. I say I'm doing some cornflowers because Charlotte asked, but because she saw them on a neighbour's plot, and I believe that the cornflower flower itself is actually pretty healthy for the ground, and I wouldn't mind having to go at trying to mill some flour out of the cornflowers, but that's something I'm going to look at if it grows. Calendula. That sounds familiar. Why does calendula sound familiar? Have I got calendula in? That sounds familiar, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Deadly, how much saffron do we get? None yet. It's only been in for one season, and it all came up blind, so we'll see what happens next winter, because it's an autumn flower. Ah, that's why calendula sounds familiar. Yes, I do grow calendula, but I just call them French marigolds. Or maybe they should be English marigolds. I just grow marigolds. Basil. I'm going to distribute some basil. Or shall I go through the hassle of trying to sow them in individual plots? Guys, when it comes to basil, should I sow them in one of these and try and individually sow? Or shall I just fill up a couple of pots and just distribute some on the top of the pots? The crocus won't need dividing yet. They may need dividing next year, but they shouldn't need dividing this year. What do you mean, Scott? Just distribute some in the top of a large pot, or a larger pot, or distribute some in modules. Maybe it is calendula that I grow then, Nick, because I'm pretty sure the marigolds that I sowed said calendula on, but that was 2 years ago, and I've just harvested the seeds out of every single one. There's not much I can do about the video breaking up, guys. As I say, I'm down on the plot, so audio not in sync with vid. Can we correct that? Is that the same for everybody? Is everybody out of sync? You guys tell me. Is everybody out of sync? They do self-seed really easily. Oh, that's the other thing I've got. I've got purple poppies. Right, give me 1 sec. I'll stop it and restart it. If it's not too much of a bother, guys, I'll leave it. But if it causes an issue, I'll stop and restart the stream. You know what? I'm going to do basil in modules as well as, and I'm going to do some pots. I'm determined to get basil right. But basil right. So yeah, where are we? Yeah, I'll leave it on like I said, guys. Let me know if it causes any issues. I think we're only going to do about another half an hour anyway, and then I'll have to go home. I'm starving. I'm going to let Tony know before I leave, and she's going to order me a blue cheeseburger from Stack's. I can't refresh deadly. Because I'm using Streamlabs. Oh God, Aaron's a moderator. Everybody hide. I kid. I kid. I jest. I have to amuse myself somehow. What do you mean lightweight? I've been down here since 10 o'clock this morning. I bet you were still nursing a hangover at 10 o'clock this morning, weren't you, Aaron? Oh, not me. All right then. Yeah, that might help, guys. If the sync issue is bad, if you guys refresh your web browsers, that might help. You know, not saying it's you, but it's me. It does, it does. You had some real arses last night, didn't you, Nick? Real arses. They were out in force, weren't they? I don't know how Uber Eats works, Tony. You've already ordered on the computer tonight, so you must be able to do it somehow. Basil! Lots of basil. And then I'm going to do this one with vermiculite. You don't drink, Aaron? Really? You don't strike me as the type of to not be a drinker. I'm sure I've seen somebody comment about you having a drink in on one of your YouTube posts. Probably you, to be honest. But sorry, I bet that was really loud. Yeah, it was really bad on your live stream last night, Nick. I felt for you. I really did. But you regained control. That was the main thing. What am I after? Another label. Because yeah, it was really bad. No me. What? Okay. I think people just. I like gin. I quit smoking everything 8 years ago now. 8 years ago I quit smoking. And I miss it every single day. The urge never goes away, ever. It just gets easier to live with. Scott, this year I'm growing stuff that I've not tried before. So yeah, I've got the super hot chilies. I've not done those before. When I say everything, I mean everything. I was never a weed smoker. I never really enjoyed it. Yeah, they were, Nick. You're right. What were we doing? Oh yes, so stuff I'm sowing this year that I've not grown before. Not a lot. I'm having a big push for brassica this year. I think the only thing that I'm growing that's a little bit exotic is the physalis. I've got a couple of trays of physalis in at home. But aside from that, not really. What was it saying earlier about green beans, runner beans? Shall I sow some? What do you think? Is what the same as marriage? What, giving everything up? Yeah, pretty much. What do you reckon, guys? Should I sow some of these French beans? I'm not sure. I could do one tray, couldn't I? There's 75 seeds there. I've just put all my compost away. I was going to go get some water and soak all the trays. Oh, not easy to live with. Yes, yes, that's true. That is true. Yeah, I'm going to throw some beans in. Why not? Throw some beans in. Then I'm going to get some water and give all these trays a soak. Oh. Yeah. But no, I don't drink either. Not really. I do drink, but I'm not teetotal. But no, I don't drink. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do drugs anymore. Well, not certainly. I don't do any non-prescription drugs. Oh, hang on. Why am I going to sow them in shallow modules? I can put them in a root trainer, can't I? Who was asking? Mary. French beans. I'll put them in root trainers. You know, like I say, mine's not in it. I didn't actually intend on being down the allotment until it was live stream time today. But I've just been talking about what's his face begging. Let's put it this way: a kind subscriber, the missus, bought me the postcrete and the paint for the shed and everything like that. So I ended up being down here at 10 o'clock and putting the fence posts back up and painting the shed and putting new felt on the shed roof and rebuilding the fence. I needed some Mexicans today, really. There's nothing wrong with brandy. Gardening is my drug. Yeah, all right. I could go with that. I could go with that. A lot of people, including the doctors, say that I should because of my back. But it just doesn't do anything for me. Anyway, right, where are we? Gardening is my drug. Yeah, alright, yeah, maybe it is. I suppose it must be because I'm crazy enough to do it in the middle of winter. I never said she didn't, Scott. Or at least not in front of her. I wish I could use some sort of excuse. What, to smoke cannabis? You don't need an excuse. At the end of the day, in another year or so, it'll be legalised anyway. The states have proven that it can bolster your economy and that their cancer rates have gone down like a lead balloon since it was legalised. So yeah, I think it definitely needs further investigation. So anyway, let's get back onto gardening. I know technically marijuana you could class that as gardening, but let's go back to gardening. Is anybody going down their plot tomorrow? What's everybody's plans? You can't beat the fresh food, and it's surprising how much stuff that when you grow it your own. I mean, we all know that tomatoes taste better when you grow your own, but it's surprising just how much stuff actually tastes so much nicer when you grow your own. It really is crazy sometimes. Like I say, when I grew those Tamara cucumbers, The flavour on them was just absolutely crazy. What, you've been sowing Allotment Life? Forgive me if I've asked you that. In fact, I think you have, because I think it was you that said about the runner beans, wasn't it? Fruit cage, that's something I need to get sorted as well, actually. Get my raspberry canes sorted. Otherwise they're going to be no good. Scott, I tell you what, you're bang on there, mate. Even if you were to, I mean, I did do one in the first year, but personally I don't think it's a good idea. But even a supermarket potato that you grow on yourself, say it's got to be the soil. I know somebody's already said that, but it's got to be the soil. But even a supermarket potato that you grow on yourself tastes so much different. Sorry, I'm just trying to catch up on the chatting. So yeah, I'm going to sow a load of these French beans once again from Grow Seed. I do have some that I've saved myself, and I do have some yellow variety. But when it comes to things like beans, you can never have too much, because you can always stick them here, there and everywhere, can't you? No, see, Scott, no, I did in year one, but ever since I've brought proper seed potatoes, and it's purely for the paranoia of perhaps of the slim, no matter how slim the chances, of introducing a disease or a pest to my allotment soil. And it may just be paranoia, but potatoes are a main crop for me. So I can't risk poisoning my soil or making my soil bad by introducing like wireworm or blight. Touch wood, I haven't had blight yet. I don't doubt I will have to deal with it at some point. It is on the allotment site, but I haven't had it yet. Oh no, tell a lie, I did. This is going to sound very coincidental now. Some Charlotte potatoes that I put in last September were from supermarket potatoes. In the hope of getting some Christmas spuds, and unfortunately those potatoes got blight. There's one and only time I've had blight on my potatoes, and they were from supermarket potatoes. Let's say it sounds incredibly Well, I don't think it's that farmers. I don't think it's that farmers don't use chemicals, Aaron. It's that they've got no need to. It's too impractical for them to treat their potatoes. It's too impractical for them to grow resistant, hardy varieties. It's too expensive. It's not worth the hassle for them. Blight is airborne, and it does like humid weather, but you can bring it in. Apparently, let's say it could just be paranoia, but you can bring it in on potatoes. If the potato already has blight and you grow the potato, then it's a high probability that that plant will transfer blight. I'm sure I read that somewhere. It is the Smith period, yeah. I am signed up for the blight alerts, but I don't know. Certainly, I mean, it's not just blight. There are other soil-borne diseases that affect potatoes and other things that you can contract, or that you can infect your soil with. So I say it's at the end of the day, it's up to you. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't want to do it, don't. Oh no. Only thing I don't like about these root trainers is that the lid sits so far down that you can't label things properly. So what were the... But yeah, I mean, it's the thing about it is the supermarket, the supermarket versus sweet potato debate is one that's always going to go on. It is always going to go on, isn't it? And I don't think there is any definitive yes or no either way. I think it's just one of them that it may be an old wives' tale, it may not be an old wives' tale, but nah. Does it for the overall saving that you get from growing your own potatoes from seed potatoes, the saving is less because seed potatoes do cost more depending on where you get them from. But the overall saving and the flavour, you know, can we all at least agree that a homegrown potato is a lot better? Like I say, I don't know, Nick, and I don't think there is any definitive data to say either way. But you pays your money, you takes your chance, don't you? It's up to you. You do it whatever way you want to do it. Where's my sweeping brush? Oh, there it is. Is there anything that people have grown that they have not seen a reasonable benefit to growing your own? for me it's been broccoli, but that's purely down to me not growing it properly. I say not growing it properly, but you know, me not getting it right. The yield was horrendous. But is there anything that people have grown that have put time into that you've then gone, you know what, that was a waste of time? Well, your broccoli was a waste of time. Yeah, so mine was as well. I'm going again, but I'm doing things a bit differently this time. I'm dedicating more time and space to it, in the hope that that was my problem. Oh, the winds have really got up outside. Back in a sec. I'm just going to empty this tray and get some water. Ah, too windy. Oh. Peas. Yeah, peas. Pea maggot. It's a pain in the arse. Really is. Collies. Yeah, collies. I find with collies that they look really, really good. And then you go back to them the following day and all the curds have rotted off. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But every time that happens to me. So I don't know what I'm doing. But it winds me up. Yeah, Marianne, yeah, net your brassicas. With how mild things have been, cabbage whites are already out. So they need to be netted. Yeah, pea beetle. It's a pain in the arse. The only way I know of, like I say, I did some research into pea beetle. The only way I can find that you control it is a preventative measure, and it's the expensive preventative measure of EnviroMesh. No, I'm going to try that this year, folk, and that's my main thing, to try that this year. I just need to get some more water. Back in a sec. You're in the right place, Mary. I recycle everything. My shed is all built from things from building sites, so it was all stuff that was going to go in the skip. And I haven't forgotten about the hoop bed. I just haven't been able to get the materials together to do one yet. But I'm going to put hoops over my secondary strawberry bed, so I will sort of work on from that. But I haven't forgotten. I am going to do it. Back in a sec. The only other thing I swear by, it's a personal thing, is, yes, I am a cheapskate, is rainwater for your seedlings. Another controversial subject, really. I had this debate with Sean from Chili Chomp. He swears by not using rainwater for his seedlings. I swear by using rainwater. You will get loads of recycled wood, especially this time of year. Right, what have I missed? Not a lot. Cool. So I'm going to end this at about 9 o'clock, guys. Oh, I'm looking at the messages on this phone, and it's not my phone, it's the missus's phone. Yeah, I'm going to end this about 9 o'clock, guys. Well, what's the timer say? I'm going to end this in about 10 minutes, actually. Yeah, about 9ish. So I'm just soaking my seed trays now, just to let them draw up some water. So once that's done, I will be calling it a night. Work girls. What? Oh, I don't know. I didn't look. Oh, could that be some sort of leaf miner? No, it wouldn't be a leaf miner, would it? Cuts notches around the end of the leaves. Could it be ants? I don't know. Don't know that. I don't know on that one. Aaron's good for pests. Aaron, what could that be? Do you get the maggot in your peas, Nick? I had some of them last year. Yeah. Extra protein, I suppose, but you know. Do they? Well, I did not know that one. All these seeds now. I think they'll be happily sat in here till tomorrow or Monday now. Perhaps I could do with something to sit them on. I've covered everything in seed trays. These out of the way. Pop these out of the way and get some. Do I have any tubs, empty tubs? No, I don't have any empty tubs. Got the wood wicking all the water out. If you're not getting many peas, I would be tempted to say that it's birds. But I don't know. Yeah, I shall be in your live tomorrow, Chris. Probably, if I don't fall asleep. Yeah, I wonder, would a weevil nip your flower heads off, or your flower buds off, do you reckon? That'd be chafer grub though, wouldn't it, Aaron? But yeah, I think your best bet is to net them, and perhaps take your soil out Take the existing soil out. If you grow them in the same place or in a particular raised bed, either change the raised bed or take the soil out. That way you're covering all bases. It might be overkill, but you're covering all bases then, aren't you? Yeah, you did last week. You got invaded right at the end, didn't you, Chris? Yeah, but I didn't know do vine weevil grubs go at the roots as well, do they? I know chafer grubs obviously do, but I didn't know vine weevil does. It's got to be something coming in then, hasn't it? So I think you like I say, I think unfortunately it's going to be prevention. So enviromesh from day one, mate, is what I would say. See you later, Caroline. It's been lovely chatting to you. Oh dear me. Oh, don't bother growing peas. I suppose that would be the easiest way, Nick. I do come up with the easiest way. Yeah, but Aaron, you just love stirring the pot, mate. There is nothing, as far as I can gather, that you can spray on peas to prevent pea maggot. It is just a case of netting them from day one. So, yeah, it's just one of them things, unfortunately. I do peas every year. They very rarely make it home, to be fair. So I'm doing a lot of peas this year. How do you mean they were awful, Chris? What do you mean? Were they just a bad yield, or? Some more water in here. I need some more space. I didn't build my shed big enough. I'll have to knock it down and make a new one. No yield. They are surprisingly hungry. They need a lot of nitrogen to get going. The peas. But once they're going, they're pretty bulletproof. I do need to get some more shelves up, Scott. You're right. Yeah, chicken pen is next. Yeah. Chicken pen. Does anybody else keep ducks on their allotment? I would like some advice. Haven't, to be honest, Scott. Directly above my head this side is a shelf. I do want to put another one on there, but I think, where's the support beam? The support beam is here, so it would be a little bit awkward. I'm going to put some shelves under the desks, under the benches. That's the next thing, but that's going to take a little bit of time. And to be honest, I don't actually need them now. Well, that just ruined my lovely vermiculite top on there, didn't it? Oh well. Yes, so anyway, just going back to what we were saying. Does anybody... Wow, hi Sean! Oh mate, it's lovely to see you. I didn't know you were having camera problems. Drop shelves from the roof. I could, actually. I hadn't thought of doing that, to be honest. I hadn't thought about doing that, so I might. Rats. Nobody answered my question. Oh mate. No, to be honest, Sean, I would put the kettle on, but I don't know how much longer we're going to be here. Mary, Sean is the reason I do YouTube. Is the best YouTube channel out there. But I'm sorry for you, for Nick and everybody else that's in here, but Sean has always been my go-to. So I'm a little bit starstruck. Lovely to see you. Aylesbury ducks. I don't know what. The only reason we might be getting ducks on the plot is because there's an abandoned plot that's got ducks on, and I've been looking after them with a few of the other guys. We've been looking after the ducks on that plot for the best part of a week and a half now. So we finally sort of gave the fella a bit of an ultimatum and said, look, you either take care of your birds or we're gonna have to do something about this. True. I do remember sort of last year, Sean, you were saying about sort of videoing was getting in the way a little bit, and I do kind of sort of start to see your problem there. Do you mean you didn't answer your duck question? Oh, I did ask a duck question. Right. Oh, all right, maybe I didn't. Long story short, we may be getting 2 ducks. I don't know what type of ducks they are, and to be honest, don't really matter. We'll be giving them flowing water because I'll be able to power a pump and things like that for a little pond. But my question is, and I believe I already know the answer, but I'd love for some more opinions on it. Do they need a different feed to chicken layers pellets because they will be cohabiting with my chickens? So that is my question. Is one called Donald? No, but one of them is a huge black duck, and I mean he's black from beak to toe. He is massive, definitely a drake. One of the fellas wants him to breed, so I'm only interested in rehoming them to give them a good home. But yeah. Scott, you cheeky bugger. Subscribe, Sean. Everybody should subscribe to Sean, by the way. Same as everybody else should subscribe to everybody else in here. Duck eggs are amazing, I do agree. Yeah, please, Mary, let me know. Let me know. I think, to be honest, they need a grain, but I think they need grain and the occasional bit of protein from fish or something like that. But I can get that because I get fish for Sasha the husky, so that's not a problem. I don't like that there. But no, just sort of say, I just thought I'd ask you guys. It's always nice to have a bit of community. Like I said, the whole point for me for joining YouTube, for starting Conversation Shed, for calling it Conversation Shed, was for us to work together as a community, not to work against one another. As Chris knows, as Nick knows, and everybody like that, and I think as Sean knows actually, because I think nothing wrong with a shameless plug. Plug away. Sean, I'm going to be doing that Monday. It's only like, yeah, big, but I'm going to be doing that on Monday. She offered you poo. If she offered you poo, you want to send that. You don't, that's not the type of friend you want. You don't want friends giving you poo. I'm assuming you mean duck poo. They're omnivorous, so I'm not too sure. I use the chicken poo, but I don't know about duck poo. Depends, I suppose, what they've been fed. It really does depend, I suppose, on what they've been fed. But it's not one that I've ever heard of being used commonly. What? Why? That's upsetting. Why? Are you got? I hope it's for a good thing. I hope you've got a TV channel. Are you taking over from Monty Don? That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Oh, I don't know what mine is. We should start a petition for Sean James Cameron to take over from Monty Don. I think we should all sign that. Yeah, Sean, I can appreciate. I can appreciate. Well, the community will always welcome you back with open arms. You're honest and straightforward, and like me, you're an experimenter. Oh, okay. You like to try things. Words are failing me. So I've been down here since 10 a.m. I'm done in. I've got to say, Sean, I am upset about that, but I do completely understand your reasoning. I really do. And you've got to do what's right for you. Yeah, my Sasha, my Siberian Husky, some of you will have seen her. She's on raw food diet. She is fed just raw meat, a few vegetables, but she doesn't get dog food at all. She gets that's thrown me right off, that is. You will be missed, you're right. Right, let me catch up. Let me catch up. I prefer an English-based beach road garden. Yes, you're right. But I think with a crew, just letting you do you. You know, you grow what you want, and not having to worry about doing all the ins and outs of editing videos and things like that. That's what I hoped you were doing. Was it last year, Sean, when you were doing all the what was it called? The vintage gardening show stuff. Oh, what was it called? Was it last year? that you were doing that, and I hoped that that was a hint of things to come. Fucking, that's a bit cheeky. I want some. No, I'm kidding. But I'm nowhere near the calibre of Sean, so, you know, I wouldn't expect his subscribers to follow somebody like me. What was it? What? Yeah, was it? Yeah, it was what? Yes, it was. And I did hope that that was something that was a hint of something that you were doing with a studio, but alas, it does not seem to have been the case. But yeah, you've thrown me right off now, mate. You really have. But so I completely agree. Doing the YouTube, it is time consuming, and if you're not in the right frame of mind, it can just sap all the fun out of doing what you want to do. You're not wrong, Sean. It could be. It could be. Do we call it the wartime allotment or the Corona allotment? Or the Cav-19 allotment? Or the overhyped media frenzy, nothing really to worry about infection allotment? Yes, Sean, you're right. It is. There is no money in it, and it's just, I mean, the other guys will back me up on this. I've always said from day one, this is not a money-making exercise for me. It's about community, and I'm trying to get as many of us as YouTubers together to build a community, just to support one another, to be there for one another, to help each other out, to have a pool of information, and just to have fun and games like growing competitions and things like that. But as undoubtedly you will have come up against in your tenure, it's very difficult to get people to work together. Well, yeah, money would be lovely, but get people together on a platform. Yeah. So that's my seed sowing done. Everything's watered, everything's hydrated, so they'll be okay in here for a couple of days till I come back down on Monday morning. I'll probably move them out into the polytunnel. But you're right, Scott. Sort of you, Chris, Mary, Nick, it's Sean. Who else have I started to sort of really get along with? Becky from Becky's allotment, she's great. My brain's gone completely. It really has. Ray, I love Ray, he's great. Video the ducks. I will when they come to my plot, but I'm not going to video them on somebody else's allotment. It's not right. As much as I disagree with what the fella is doing, it's not right. Hiya, petals. Look at yous all coming out now, and I'm just about to sign off at night. Come on, let's have a chat for another 10 minutes, and then I'm going to go. I am going to put the kettle on. No, I'm not, because I've got... Yes, I am. I'm going to put the kettle on. Oh. And let's have a chat, eh? Let's have a chat. Where's my mug? It's under here, isn't it? Don't go away. Please don't go. I've got to go. It's getting cold. Don't forget, guys, I'm stood in my shed on the allotment. I'm not at home. I think that bit's a bit obvious, but I'm not in my shed in my garden. I'm on the allotments. And it's getting cold. See you later, Thrifty. Coffee milk, two sugars. 2 sugars. I ain't got any milk either. I'm on coffee, mate. It's alright. Bridges the gap. I won't make tea with it though. Time for a cup of tea. Oh, according to my feed, I've got a back end error. That's not good. Yeah, it's all about you, innit? It's all about you. Oh, Sean, you want to keep that to yourself, mate? You'll be getting people all in a tizzy. They'll make a right mess of the chicken run, and they sweat all night, so it'll stink. Build a place just for them. Davey, they are kind of getting a place just for them. We're upgrading the chicken run to 3 meters wide by 6 meters long by 2 meters high, not including the coop. So that is just going to be the run. So they're going to have running water. Diverticulitis. How does that help? Just out of interest. Does live streaming from the plot use a lot of data? I have no idea. That's why I've got the missus's phone, because it's got unlimited data. But yes, what we were saying, Davey, yeah, so they are going to have a lot of space. They're going to have hopefully their own nesting place, and like I said, the chickens will have their own coop. I do appreciate they do smell, but there's only going to be 2 of them versus 5 or 6 chickens, so it is what it is. If there was a better home for them on the site, I would certainly... You are very late to the party, Mike. If there was a better space for them on the site, then I would let them go to the better space. Not that I think I'm better than anybody else, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm the only one that can offer fresh water for the paddling pool. That is Mick, yeah. And things like that. Good night, Allotment Life. It was lovely to see you. Mick, Tony's on the Conversation Shed account. That's not me. Although I do agree. What was I saying? Yeah, there's only me that's going to be able to offer them constant running water, because I'm the only person with electricity on the plot. But if I do find somebody that is a better home for them, then I'm more than happy for the ducks to go there, provided they sling me the odd half dozen eggs. That's all I ask. So who we got still here? Obviously Forky, Chris is here, Davey's here, Mick's turned up, Scott's still here. So Sean, is Sean still here? Sean, you still here? Are you going to be continuing? Are you still going to have an allotment, or are you giving up completely? Oh, you git! I ain't got any biscuits. I've got a cup of soup, and that's about it. Somewhere, I don't know where it is now. Kettle's boiling. Ooh. Only problem with using coffee, mate, is you don't get that little bit of cooling effect from the milk. Sean, what is your preferred brand of tea? It was a conversation we had earlier. Oh, so you're still going to be writing? Oh, that's good. That's good. What weren't your fault? Oh, right, okay. Scott, we all know Mick's a lightweight. Yorkshire tea, well done that man. Well done that man. That's really sore. It is. It is hard work sometimes. It's hard work trying to come up with something that's unique, because it's all been done. And trying to keep things relevant as well. That's a big struggle. Not just pumping out a video for the sake of pumping out a video. Yeah, that would be an awesome sponsor, Yorkshire. I tried to get Pot Noodle as a sponsor, but they weren't having any of it. The kids always have pot noodles when we're down on the plot. Oh, right. I'm just going to start tidying up, guys. I'm still here. Who said Tetleys? Go have a word with yourself, will you? Can't fault you with John Smiths. Everyone does what in their own way? Oh, you want about YouTube? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it is. People come more for your personality and more for you than they do the content you provide. Which is why nobody subscribes to me, because I'm a boring... Broke up there, didn't it? That's why I won't let Aaron join the channel. He's argumentative. I don't think it's a case of struggling for... I don't struggle for unique content. I do, yeah, I do. But I struggle for relevant content. I struggle for keeping things right for the time of year, and not to just do a what to sow now video. I think that's the biggest struggle, is trying to put information out there. So the next sort of information series I'm going to be doing, and the one that I'm researching at the moment, is the soil correction, is the NPK stuff. You're just here to butt the fridge. I don't want to know what you do with the fridge. Can't do tree, I'm a coffee lass. Oh, Ox, no. Next you'll be telling me you drink Bovril and Marmite, Mary. Not Marmite. Oh, is it Marmite? Mrs. drinks it. Bloody horrible stuff. Yeast infection in a jar. Tell you what I used to enjoy watching of yours, Sean. And I know it. I don't think it was anything that was a big thing for you, but I used to really enjoy putting the raw footage on as background on the TV. I really used to enjoy the raw footage videos that you did. It's something I'd love to do, but I just haven't got the quality of camera that would make it worthwhile. I know, yeah, you did, Scott. I remember you came across, you joined and stayed from Rod and Pollux. But yeah, I used to enjoy those videos. And your plot toss, it was just there was you and Castle Hill Garden as well. Called Slow TV. No, I might have a look. I'm not a fan of the BBC, to be honest. I don't believe in them. I don't believe in charging people, forcing people, forcing a channel upon people and then forcing them to pay for it. Well, yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You did set that trend. And to be honest, I've not seen anybody else do it. But there was your videos that I used to enjoy just to watch, and Castle Hill Gardens as well. And his name's completely left me, but I'm sure you'll know who I mean. Castle Hill Gardens, like gardening with Grandad, is great. I think he's great, and his videos are brilliant. I love the way his intros. He's got he's used the same intro for years, and his music just stops, doesn't fade. Cliff, that's it. I love it. It just stops, and he's always there with a massive smile on his face. So the music stops, the screen changes, and he's always there with a massive smile on his face. Great channel, really great channel. But it goes to show what about doing this as a hobby and not having old man's money, if you know what the saying means, and how that makes things difficult. It is very, very difficult, and it can be a very expensive hobby. Muddy Boots, another really good one. Another really good one. Yes, I do. Thanks for pointing that out, Sean. I do need to get fit. Sean, if you want to get into rambling, I'll lend you my dog. I do about 10 miles a day with her. She will go and go and go and go. She's a Siberian Husky. Yeah, but Muddy Boots I really like. It's a personal thing, but I don't like the Brummie accent, but his videos are really good. And I love the fact that he doesn't care to cause controversy. If he says he wants to spray something, he shows him spraying it. If he wants to till something with a rotavator, he tills it. I think that's great. What happened to Tony? He seems to have stopped making videos. I've been watching your videos of that, Sean. Once again, it's another thing that I just enjoy putting on in the background, usually when I'm studying or something like that. But I'm not a fan of the big smoke. I'm not a fan of the big city. But yeah, HGV. Oh, who's HGV? Don't know if I know that one. But Tony from UK Here We Grow, yeah, his videos were brilliant. But I know he did have some family issues, but he is back and active on social media and on his website. Yeah, Tony C. Smith, I think his videos are great. I think he's a funny guy. But yeah, I know Tony had some family issues, but he is active on social media as a homegrown veg. I don't know if I'm subbed to that one. I'll have to find that one. Yeah, I'll find that one if I'm not already subscribed. Subscribed to that many channels that, to be honest, I don't know. Oh, I don't know that one. I'll have a look at that one. All Buckets Gardening, because that's something that's relevant to what I want to do. No, Aaron, you're not always right. Everybody else is always wrong, according to you. Yeah, so I know Tony, yeah, sort of going back to UK Here We Grow. I know he's had a couple of issues. He was in yours last night, wasn't he, Nick? He was in your live, wasn't he, last night? Great channel, really great channel. He had dog called Molly. You never see his face. Okay, now I'm confused. Just won some hot wax chilies from... Oh, did you get some from Tony C? Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm up there somewhere, fucking. I'm about the same. They don't all sub back though, do they, the buggers? Oh, I must have missed Tony being in your life. I didn't see him. Maybe, did he leave early? I did enter that for the hot wax. I've got some seeds, I'm just lazy. So whose face? I'm confused. Whose face? Also, whatever, Aaron's allotment in Oxford. Don't know, never know that one. Since when? What do you mean since when? I don't know, I'm lost now. Oh, okay. HGV. I'd say I'll try and find that one. Same as London Worms and Gardens, you never see his face. It's like the saying goes when I used to work in customer services and retail and ran pubs. The customer isn't always right. The customer is always allowed to believe they are right. Which is essentially what you do, Aaron. Claire's allotment's still going though, isn't it? And Allotment Diary's still going as well. Or maybe it's a different channel I'm thinking of. I think I've been subbed to you, Sean, for about 6 years. About 2 years prior to me getting the allotment. Yeah, but Mick, if I have to wait for you to get the fish, it'll either be a little dab or I'll be waiting for a long time. I can't click on that. If I click on that, it'll... Cheers, Dave. If I click on that, it'll close the stream, Scott, so I can't click on it now. But I'll go back over the comments and click on it. Well, I'm well happy we've not had an infestation of trolls tonight. That's been great. You catch the fish, bring it down, and I'll cook it on the plot. And we'll get Paul to come and curry it. I could do with some fish and chips. Thing is, in Scunthorpe, you can't. There's no decent fish and chips. There's no decent fish and chips anywhere. No, say Nick, I did feel for you last night. I really did. You got some proper arses in your life. Some proper arses. The Missy said that earlier, Sean. She says, why don't you get an Uber Eats delivered for your dinner before the live stream? But it's just... Nah. It's not a case of getting them delivered. There's just all crap around here. They're all done in vegetable oil. I've nothing against them being halal, but I'm a Yorkshireman. And I'm sorry, but fish and chips should be done in beef dripping. I'm sorry, they should. You know, I respect people's religious beliefs. I'm not religious, but I respect their beliefs. But don't mess with me fish and chips. Which bairn was scared of you, David? Can't have been Leia. It's because I know you too well, Aaron. Nick, it's been a pleasure as always, mate. I'm only finishing this coffee, then I'm calling it a night anyway. That's what I'm thinking, Sean, to be honest, because I've got all the lights on and everything, so I'm I'm literally lit up in the middle of a field in my shed. So yeah, I do. Yeah, there's every possibility that could happen. Every possibility that could happen. Especially with lights on, they'll think I'm growing weed. Not to start a conversation we had earlier, but you know. Cheers, Davey. See, if you offer to get me some fish, I know that they'll actually turn up. Every time I've gone to the plot, there has been nobody else on the bus except me and the well, it's not just it's not just coronavirus, is it? I mean, we're just ramping up into the season now, but I don't know. Are you guys the same? Do you find your allotment sites just I don't know who Dave off Eggheads is. Where was I going? Oh, that was it. Does anybody else find that people just stop going to their allotments in winter? It's when I'm most active, to be honest. Oh. Yeah, Sean, I mean, I wanted to do a live, and I don't like just having nothing to do when I'm doing a live. That's why I've done the seed sowing one. But it's all sort of a first sowing, so if they fail or they get too... Well, exactly, Sean. That's exactly what I believe. You work your do your work through the winter, and summer takes care of itself, doesn't it? And then you're free to enjoy your allotment in summer. But yeah, these are all just first sowings. These are all just if they fail, meh, I can sow some more. Is that your way of saying you're off, Scott? Your way? Sean, that's everywhere, mate. We've not had hard enough frosts to kill the eggs off. I think this is going to be 1 year where the people out there who cover their plot with plastic are actually might be of benefit, because then obviously the eggs tend to be just under the plastic. As soon as you uncover it, they're then bird fodder. So because I think I had mine covered for 2 or 3 months, took the cover off, let the chickens out, and they had a whale of a time. Oh, cheers guys. I'm not seeing slugs yet, but they will be out there without a doubt. Sean, in your tenure, have you ever tried copper tape around sort of buckets and raised beds and things like that? Is it something that works, or is it just a gimmick? It's something that I've been toying with doing, putting some copper tape around all my raised beds to try and stop them invading it. Sean, it's been a pleasure. You've devastated me with your news, but it's been lovely talking to you. I shan't buy any then, thank you. You've tried it as well, have you, Scott? Right, okay. I use eggs, Mary. A lot of people say that the egg thing doesn't work, but I think it does. I really do. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, Sean. Right, guys, where are we? 2.5 hours. I'm gonna have to call it. I'm jiggered. I need to go and get some sleep. I am now looking down the barrel of 12 hours straight on the plot. So, was it you that asked me to do the slug video, Scott? I think it was, wasn't it? Did I ever do that? I don't think I did. I might have to get that done. That might be Wednesday's video, actually. Did I do slugs? I'm sure I did. I might have to revisit it though. Oh, you mean crush? Yeah, sorry Mary, yeah, I get you now. Yeah, right. I'm gonna call it a night. I'm exhausted. Tony, if you're still out there, I did a talk. Yeah, but I can't really do it on the plot. I can't really do the slug defense video on the plot, so I did it as a tabletop talk, but I might do it again, but more in depth, because I want to cover things like the wool pellets and sheep wools and things like that. Tony, will you order me a blue cheeseburger, fries, and something else to surprise me? I don't know what. Please, and I'll be home in about 20 minutes, half an hour. Mary, it's been a pleasure as always. It's been a pleasure as always. I can't remember, I saw a video when it came to copper tape of somebody actually putting a 9-volt battery onto it and actually putting a charge into it as well. I don't like garlic bread, Scott. It's overrated. Garlic bread? Garlic on your bread? Anyway, I'll see you all later. There's going to be no video tomorrow. I'm taking some R&R. We've done this tonight. No video tomorrow. Was it Tony? I knew I'd seen it. Sometimes I get mixed up between reality and what I actually do. No video tomorrow. I'm going to do a video Wednesday. I don't know what it's going to be. It may be a plot tour and sort of showing the updates, because my shed on the inside looks the same. On the outside it looks very different now. But we may do a walk around, we may have a bit of a chat. We'll talk through the seedlings, things like that. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. Please remember, it's a massive help if you share my channel. Just get disconnected right at the very end. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Please share me with all your friends. Share the channel with all your friends, all your growing friends, all your scale model friends if you know any. Help me grow the channel. It would be a massive help. Cheers folks, I'll see you later.